Hello and welcome to another update video about silver. So silver Elliott wave count following currently perfectly my forecast from the last videos. In the last video I told you that we first need to break below a certain level to make that current downtrend even more likely, and basically confirm it further, even though it is not a level where I would have expected silver to reverse to the upside. But the move below it just confirms even more that we are going to reach here my target area. And by the way, we actually reached a wider target area already today, which is amazing. So looking at this, the last level that I showed you here was the $19 level. I told you that if silver wants to turn around now before falling much deeper here into the $15 to $16 range, it needs to reverse here above $19. I gave you here the idea or the view that we had here a lot of previous support and resistance exactly at this level here. Now that was broken, therefore not relevant anymore. Will be relevant though now as resistance. But there you go, it all worked out so far. Looking at the weekly Elliott wave count, you can see here, that is still my view from the last video as well, that we had here a wave 1 to the upside that was into 2011. That since 2011 we've actually been then in until 2020 been in a wave 2, a very long wave 2 correction, very long and draining. Then finally after 2020 the move or the price started to pick up here in a wave 1 to the upside, and we are now in a wave 2. Basically you have here the large wave 1, the large wave 2. We are now, or we should be, in this large wave 3 that should take us somewhere into this region here around $80, but this is a long way to go. And within this wave 3 we have now completed the first wave and we are now in the second wave. Then there will be a wave 3, a 4 down and a 5 up, and that overall should take us to wave 3 area around $80. So from that point of view, it's currently working out. You can already see, and I showed you that in the previous video, how these fractals here are so similar. They look so similar, and yeah, just look at this, look at this. You can see that those moves always work out in the same patterns, and the Elliott wave method confirms this and systemizes it. So I told you in the last video that we were here probably in a wave C to the downside, a corrective wave, or well, actually an impulsive wave within a wave 2 correction. Yeah, so far we've reached today target. That's the reason for the update. Worked out very nicely. This here was the target area for this overall wave 2 correction. I gave you the retracement levels here between the 88.7% fib level and the 61.8. Now we've already reached and broken below the 61.8% fib level, so I don't think that we're gonna stop here. I think we're gonna drop lower. My primary expectation would be to reach here somewhere this area. Gave you the idea here of this, basically the target area within the target area. So what you start with, you have a large target area for a general wave 2 correction, and then you systemize and specify that further. And my area here within the larger area is between $15.56 and $16.83 roughly. Yeah, this is where I would expect the price to get into and give it a good chance to turn around, but it could even fall further into the area around the 88.7% fib level. Yeah, a drop below that would also be possible, but in my opinion unlikely. So I think we're close to finishing this correction, I have to tell you, but we'll still fall quite a bit further in an extreme case to the 88.7% Fibonacci retracement level at $15 and at $13.73. So yeah, from that point we can even drop slightly below the 88.7. Yeah, so therefore we have to leave it open a little bit. Looking at the lower level wave count, we go to the 4 hour or no, to the daily chart. That would be helpful just to show you where I think we are. So from that swing high here, in my opinion, we've moved down in a wave 1, we moved up in a wave 2, we moved down in a wave 3. That works also very well with proportions and Fibonacci levels. We've probably done the wave 4 already, and I think we are in that final wave 5 here. Seems to become the longest wave, this wave 5, but yeah, therefore I think we are sort of in the last legs of this correction. Will be interesting to see how this in the end will play out, but we've entered the target area and I would expect a reversal here. And this is also an area where I would personally now start to buy silver. Yeah. Even though I expect it to fall further, but this is sort of the larger area where I will expect. It's a long-term reversal area where, yes, we can fall further, but anywhere in here, the overall correction can now be finished. A little bit similar to anybody who's following me on my main channel, More Crypto Online, with targets for overall the altcoins, which pretty much have all been reached. Some, however, dropped below it. Now, I don't think for silver we will necessarily drop below the 88.7% FIB level, because it's a more established asset. Yeah, while the altcoins, for example, are highly volatile, and a lot of altcoins drop below this 88.7% FIB level. Any drop below an 88.7% FIB level is never good for the asset. And you know, in my opinion, if you're familiar with crypto, I think 90% of those altcoins will die anyway. So it's no surprise that a lot of them drop below that level, because it means that an asset can die, or at least it increases the risk for that asset. Therefore, the 88.7, $13.73 is sort of a magical level. I don't expect it to drop below that, and soon I will start to buy silver. Okay, so hopefully you liked the update about silver. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out my main channel, More Crypto Online. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.